live as we are every single day. Normally we're closer to 10 a.m., just running a little bit late. It's a light schedule today, so we're going to get it all in. Camera's like freezing up or something. I think it's my computer. I have no idea. But anyways, we're going to deliver the picks and the content, and we know that's what you're coming for. So got NBA basketball. We've got college basketball, a small but strong schedule. And then I believe we have hockey in. So we're going to go over all that. Going to bring in my co-hosts. We got Brian Bittler and Rod Zawacki with me. Morning, guys.
Morning.
Brian, you ready for March? What? You got any March Madness packages out there you selling?
Hell yeah, but I got a rebound from yesterday.
I don't care about yesterday. We only care about today, baby. There's nothing we can do about about yesterday. We can only go forward.
Over the years in college basketball, 4 seasons combined, I've made close to $34,000 doing college basketball. So March Madness is a big thing. You can get my March Madness package. It includes conference tournaments also, $200 at pickdogs.com premium picks. It's tremendous value because you're going to get picks now until they cut down the nets. So big time value, $200 at Pick Dogs.
That's a steal. It's ridiculous. I'm against it. Rod, what do you got?
I got the exact same thing. I got $200.
My God,
college
man.
hoops is heating up. Get it all, $200. And I'm in 19 and 7 the last 26 college basketball hoops plays. So we're heating up and rolling right into March. I'm excited. I can't wait.
You ever order takeout from the Chinese restaurant? And it's like you order for 2 people and they give you like plates for like 9 or 10 people. It's like that. I'm going to have to do that a bunch of times because I'm not going to be able to afford anything else with these guys selling packages at that ridiculously low price. Is that like a special price or is that the price it's going to be?
It might only last until midnight tonight after the drive-through.
I don't have a March Madness package, but I am going to add one, and I'm thinking of adding a baseball package too that I'm going to run this month, only pre-baseball season, like a early season baseball package, just baseball. Because I've been contacted by a few people out there, and they live in states that have kind of like where it's still run through lottery systems and stuff like that, so they can only bet professional sports. So and a lot of like our premium live shows and stuff, we've been giving a lot of college picks and, so they haven't been getting full value. So I want to offer things that are more specific to people.
I think what makes my price and Rod's price good is, for me at least, once the tournament March Madness brackets are set up, it's still going to be $200 for my March Madness package. But with this paying the $200 now, you're getting all the conference tournament games and all the college basketball.
Yeah, which is why $200 is not enough. Which is exactly why it's not enough. We didn't discuss this ahead of time, obviously. No one ran this one by me. Oh, man. Having a good Monday. Anyways, I'm going to put something out there. We'll figure it out. Figure this stuff out. Let's get to the NBA today. Got, let's see. Got a late arriving crowd here today, but that's okay. As long as the crowd arrives. Got a bunch of NBA games, some late lines. It was one of those days for me yesterday where I was in the studio for like 7 hours and I did 13 videos total. It was like normally, I can crack out the videos. I don't know. It's just one of those days where I was just stuck in here. And it's like, I don't know, it's Sunday and everyone is still like, I got like email going, my chat, like Slack, everything. It was like, I don't know. It took me forever. So I know I did videos on these games, but I have to say probably a little disjointed. Anyways, let's get to these between the I also want to say our premium YouTube, be sure to, if you haven't taken advantage of the premium YouTube, jump on board. It's a good time. March Madness. Chris is no longer going to be on the show. Someone's asking. He's no longer going to be on. So, we'll figure it all out later. But anyways, got Orlando Magic against Dallas Mavericks. We're going to have guests on this show. I believe Tony Brown is coming on tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yep.
Is he on the West Coast?
He's in Vegas.
So it's an early morning for him. Huh?
Yeah, wake and bake for Tony Brown. You know how it goes. That's how he rolls.
He's a ladies' man.
He's a good guy. I like Tony a lot. Of all the people, like I live out here in Hawaii, and you would think people would just come out to visit all the time, but they really don't. So it's it was cool when Tony showed up, and he brought pudding, which is nice. I like pudding. He had chocolate pudding, he had Oreo pudding, and like a banana pudding, which is an odd thing, to show up at someone's house with pudding. But actually, it was a nice touch. I like it.
You say that now, and then I come to your door a week from now knocking on it, and you're like, oh, Bittler showed up.
We got major construction going on, so enjoy yourself. But actually, our construction project going on behind me should wrap up this week, and then the other construction project ends mid-April. But and that should be it for a while. It should be it. But yeah, I'll solidify all that with Tony Brown for tomorrow. But I know he's excited to be on. He's been pretty hot with his picks. So we'll get Tony Brown. We'll get some of the other guys to be on too. Maybe a
Tony's ranked number 2 overall for 2021.
Yeah, maybe a little Romanelli, a little more Romanelli. Who knows? We'll figure it out. We always do, right? It used to be just me. Anyways, we got the Magic and the Mavericks, the 76ers and the Pacers, Pelicans and the Jazz, and the Spurs and the Nets. Man, line mover on that Spurs-Nets game from 3.5 to 6. Brian, any of those 4?
Yeah, I need to add some NBA premium. I don't have one yet, but I really like the Indiana Pacers plus the points at the Sixers. Sixers, you never know who's going to start, who's starting and who's not starting. But Pacers and Sixers usually always have tight games, and anything over a bucket, it seems like good value with the Pacers. I think it's going to be a tight game that they could knock the Sixers off. Also like the Bulls plus the 5.5, not as much as the Pacers, but I was ready to jump on the Bulls, and that game got canceled. I think they can keep it respectable with the Denver Nuggets. They aren't the best road team in basketball.
We all like Chris. It's not a personal thing. He's got to get it together, man. It's like, I'm not his father, and I'm his friend. Sometimes it's tough love, It's kind of like the Sopranos scene where the guy, where he, Chris has to collect the gambling debt from the guy from Wings.
Did you include Jazz and Pelicans? Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, good. I didn't miss it.
Oh, maybe
For me in this spot.
Did I?
Or did you? I don't think so.
No.
I think you did
Yeah. It was Jazz Pelicans. Jazz Pelicans, Nets, Spurs, Sixers, Pacers, Magic, Mavericks.
All right, well, I have to say I also like the Pelicans at home getting the points. I know that the Jazz, for me, I'm not going to lay 7 on the road with them. I think the Pelicans, they better start waking up soon. 3-7 the last 10. This team's too talented to be where they're sitting. So I'm going to take the home dog here. I think they could win it outright, but I'll take the +7.
The Jazz?
That's right.
I mean the Pelicans?
I'm taking the Pels.
I love fading the Pelicans. There's a reason why there's a lot of public action.
I like fading them too, and everybody liked it at the beginning there.
For a good reason.
Now the people are left the Pelicans a long time ago.
I don't know. I have to strongly disagree.
If it stays at 7, if it doesn't move off of 7 all day, I would be strong on the Pelicans at +7.
It opened at 6.5. So it's already moved. It's already gone up.
I'm saying if it doesn't move off of 7 all day.
Okay. It's going. Some action.
I'm going to take the Jazz. I'm not going to. They're 8-2. Their last 10, 8-2 against the number. I'm not going to get off this Jazz train. So they show that we should get off the Jazz train. So let's just keep rolling with them. And I also like Dallas to keep rolling. They're 7-3. Looking real good. This Magic team still 4-6, only 5-5 against the number. I'll take Dallas in that one. And I like the 76ers at home. They play well at home. 14-3 at home, 11-6 against the number at home. And these Pacers team just doesn't look the same. Only 3-7 in their last 10 3-7 against the number. I'll take the 76ers at home in this one.
Rod Buttonhead.
Buttheads. I like the I like the better. Me and Rod are buttheads. I like the Spurs against the Nets. I just think that there's too much excitement there about the Nets. A little too excited. And
I think it's COVID issues there in that one.
And
there's probably people out that are not going to be.
I don't care. Someone in the comments said Brian's picks get worse and worse every day, but I don't think that's true. I think 6 of his last 8.
I've 7 of the last 9.
Yeah, 7 of the last 9. Brian's picks have actually been getting better and better by the day.
Yesterday's been brutal. Yeah. Yesterday was brutal.
So one guy, we got one idiot,
But I tell you when I suck. So.
But at that time slot, that's my best in show. We got the Cavaliers against the Rockets, the Bulls against the Nuggets, and Portland against Charlotte. I was yesterday in the premium picks. We did 2 videos. The first one I gave out Charlotte, and they covered anyway, and then I switched and I gave one out Memphis, right? And they covered too. Brian really hated my Charlotte.
How lucky was that?
Brian, there's no luck. When you win, it's like when Brian wins, it's sharp, right? But when he loses, it was luck. And it's like, but we know this, right? We know this with you, and we're all good with it. But the thing is that Brian will say like the game will not even started, and he'll say. Kings just aren't, or the Hornets aren't looking good. It's a good thing you change that. It's like the game hasn't even started. How could they not be looking good? Well,
they missed 5 of 6 free throws. How does an NBA team miss 5 of 6 free throws? It makes no sense.
I don't know. Explain to me how NC State doesn't cover that game yesterday against Pitt. Yeah. Explain that to me.
I wasn't watching that one.
Thank God. I mean. It was like I bet on them, It's like the way my bets have been going, It's like just a meltdown of meltdowns.
So the Clippers melted down.
It's like
they were up by
what
7.
we'll do is we'll win, and then we'll set it up for this guy specifically to get fouled, so he can brick 2 free throws. It's like, what are you doing? My wife, because I'm usually don't get too emotional about my sports betting, and the last 2 days she's heard screams coming from the studio, with the F-bomb, and she's just like, what is going on? I'm like, I don't know how much they're paying this kid, but they got we'll remember him. Anyways, where are we at here?
We're on the last 2 games of the day.
3. Last 3 games.
I see Cavs, Rockets, and Hornets, Blazers. It's the final 2.
And Bulls, Nuggets.
Oh, yeah, I gave Bulls out earlier. Maybe I jumped ahead. But I like the Blazers to get a win. I know they lost 4 straight. Hornets on a back-to-back. I think Portland plays a much better game. And then the Rockets laying the points against the Cavs. Rockets have lost 11 or 12 straight. People were loving on the Cavs because they had that good win against the Sixers. I think that might have been 2 or 3 straight wins for the Cavs, but I think that comes to an end tonight in Houston. So I'm going to lay the points with the Rockets, lay the points with the Blazers.
And for me, I like I'm with you. I like the Rockets as well. I think the Rockets come to play. Public's jumping all over the Cavs they're amazing. No, I'll take the Rockets here. Finally, get a win. In that one, I like. Give me the under 233.5 and the Hornets and Blazers. I don't know. Blazers don't play a whole lot of D, but I'm gonna take that one under today. I think they come to play some D today.
I like the Cavs against the Rockets. I've been fading the Rockets like no one's business. I'm just going to continue to do that. I also like the Hornets against the Blazers. I think the Blazers win the game. I think the Hornets cover. Yeah, I think we know that the Rockets and Timberwolves suck. I think that's pretty much a given. I mean, it's like we've been talking about the Rockets for a while now on this show, and we've been fading them hard. It's like on every single show. Brian's taken them a few times here and there.
I've taken them a few times.
Brian's dipped his
I saw
toe.
a guy posted last night that he's done taking the Pistons now the rest of the year, but you can't ever say you're never going to take a team because it could be a situation where you take them. So, I'm not done with the Pistons, even though they got me good.
Everyone's talking about what they bet yesterday. 100%.
I'm sure the majority of people had a good day yesterday.
I mean, I don't care about your picks yesterday. Mike R. doesn't like Rod. Says Mitch and Brian should do the show and just have guests. I don't know. I like Rod.
What's wrong with Rod? I like
What's
him.
wrong with Rod? I like Rod.
What did I do wrong?
Exactly. Well, I mean, let me get out my short list. Matter of fact, I keep some notes on this sort of stuff. Anyways.
Well, I didn't hear anything. What's going on?
We got F. It's funny that you ask. Anyways, Brian, what do you got for sale for today's stuff outside of that March Madness package I'll be deleting after the show?
I got my Monday night money shot 3-pack college basketball. I love 3 plays today in college, and I'm going to get back going for winning day 8 out of 10. So we're going to nail that down. $40, 3 picks, pickdogs.com premium picks. And I'd probably add an NBA or 2.
Wow, I didn't know Rod had haters like this. Congratulations. Man.
Everybody has haters.
Got some haters. Nice.
Well, you got people that want you off the show. They'd rather see Brian than you. That's how much they think. They'd rather see us than you. That's kind of. Yeah. That's not good. All right, Rod. What do you got for sale?
So this guy just randomly pops up?
What,
I don't know where he came from, too, so it's okay. Anyways, what do I have for sale today? I've got Rod's Kickstart the Week. We're going to kickstart the week like we did last week. I got 2 NBA, 2 college basketball, 1 10-star, pick of the day in hockey. And we're going to crush this week like we did last week. Don't miss out. Jump aboard. We're going to make some money.
There you have it. I got 3 NBA picks. I didn't put any college hoops in. I might put them in a little bit. I'm not sure. I wanted to wait to see. It was like it's on these limited college schedules. I know it's going to get doggy out there. The thing is that the line movement, and this is like something that I don't normally, put too much into. I do my own capping first, and then I look at the line movement, and it's in total disagreement today, which it probably makes a lot of sense because my picks have not been good this past week, and that's, maybe I've just been barking up the wrong tree. It kind of looked the same way on Saturday.
I thought college was more clear than NBA today, but I guess we're opposites.
Well, I think there's a reason why you would see it that way.
Well, the NBA usually is slow developing lately.
Anyways, we got early action. Western Kentucky and Florida International. Arizona State and Washington State. This game was originally a 2:30 time slot. Now it's 3 o'clock. St. Bonnie's against Dayton. Central Arkansas against Stephen F. Austin. Miami against Virginia. All you can say is why, to something like that. Radford against Hampton. Marist against Quinnipiac. I think Rod is about had it with Quinnipiac.
Yep.
Winthrop against High Point. Richmond against St. Joe's. St. Louis against UMass. the early slots. So someone's asking if Chris's premiums are still for sale. Yes, they are. They're on the website. You can see them at pickdogs.com and sportshopplace.com underneath the premium picks tab. Mitch wrote it. Wrote what? What did Mitch write? Mitch is in a good mood. I'm always in a good mood. Except when I'm not. Anyways, Brian, any of these games?
Yeah, I'm going to jump on the Washington State Cougars plus the points. I'm not buying into Arizona State yet. I just, they have looked better lately, but I think the Cougars can keep this game within a bucket. So I'll take that 4.5 there. And the Dayton Flyers plus 7.5 against St. Bonnie. St. Bonnie's is the best team in their conference, but I think the Dayton Flyers can. They haven't looked good recently, but I think the Flyers can keep it respectable in this one, 4 or 5 point win for St. Bonnie. So I'll take the 7.5 in the Dayton Flyers.
For me, in this early time, these early games, I'll give you a 3-teamer. Here we go. We're going to take FIU plus the points. As Western Kentucky whooped them up last time, I don't think they have the foot on the gas as much as this one. I think FIU, the way FIU shoots threes, I think they get hot here in this one and start shooting lights out the way they shoot. And keep this one close. So give me FIU. And we're going to also take the Cougars. They're 6-1 ATS, their last 7 versus Arizona State. And they're also 3-0 as a road dog this year. So give me Washington State plus the points in that one. And I'm with you. Give me Dayton plus the points. We all know Bonaventure has secured their number 1 spot in the A-10 tournament. This isn't a big win they're looking for. Give me Dayton. I think St. Bonnie's wins this game still, but Dayton covers. 2 3-point game in that one.
The NCAA has not made a ruling on Oklahoma State and whether or not they'll be allowed in the tournament. So a lot of discussion in the chat about that. I also had comments I know on my YouTube videos. But as of now, they're not in. Ruffalo is better than you guys combined. No, Chris is not going to be on the drive-thru. Anyways, I like, I don't know, I like Virginia here. It's lean. I like Washington State. Now that line is showing off. So is that game canceled? No, I'm showing it back on. Minus 4.5 for Arizona State. I like Washington State in that one. I don't love these early games. I like Winthrop in their tournament against High Point. Usually these early tournament rounds and beasts normally are one-sided beatdowns, and I expect this one to be about that. I think these are the conference tournaments that are held on the home courts, right? So Winthrop probably at home in this one. I like Winthrop there against High Point. Let it slip through the cracks. And I like UMass against St. Louis. I've made that clear already. Kind of like St. Joe's against Richmond. Asheville against Longwood. Nebraska against Rutgers. Syracuse against North Carolina. Campbell, the Camels, up against Gardner-Webb. Lamar against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Nichols State versus Northwestern State. Incarnate Word against New Orleans. Houston Baptist against Sam Houston. Mississippi Valley State against Grambling. Arkansas Pine Bluff, Jackson State. Where's Romanelli when you need him? Got a lot of swack today. He's got his swack on. Alabama State versus Prairie View A&M. Alabama A&M versus Texas Southern. Oregon, Arizona. Oklahoma State, Oklahoma, the rematch. Oklahoma State now 1.5 dog in that thing. And Colorado State back on the ice against Air Force. Brian, anything? It's a small but strong schedule.
Stronger in that group is the Rutgers laying -8 or so against Nebraska. Rutgers still plenty to play for here, and they need to roll teams up. They can't afford a squeaker with Nebraska. Then I'm going to take all the points with Air Force. I know they're brutal, and they just lost this team by 22 or 23. But I think we see an improvement in Game 2 of this matchup and keep it within 15 or 16. So I'll take Air Force, and then the better play is Rutgers for me, minus the points.
Rod, while you're still on the show.
For me, I didn't do anything. For me, I like Prairie View to beat Alabama State. They whooped them up once already this year. I don't see why they can't whoop them up again. Prairie View is very good at turning the ball over. Alabama's very good at handing the ball over. So give me Prairie View in that one. I like New Orleans. Give me the Privateers over Incarnate Word. The Privateers have beat them already once this year as well. Handily, too. So I think they beat them again. Give me the Privateers in that one. And that's all I like in that time slot.
I like Syracuse against North Carolina. I think that Carolina coming off of that win against Florida State, super public win, now going to the Dome, a traditionally tough spot. You got Jim Boeheim, who's the better coach here against Roy Williams. I think everything says Syracuse to me in that game. I also like Oklahoma to get revenge against Oklahoma State. That game was a war, the first one. I think Oklahoma, it's one of those when they won this one, we win this one type things. I don't know, that Oregon-Arizona game is going to be an interesting one. Probably better for the fans than the bettors. I think it could go either way. I could see Oregon winning by 20, and I could see Arizona winning by 9. I could see it go, I could make a case for either way, which usually means a good place to be is nowhere on something like that. I agree with Brian on Rutgers.
I was just thinking to myself, man, we're really disagreeing across the board today.
Well, the Oklahoma State, the Oklahoma State, 60% of the bets on Oklahoma State, 33% of the money. And the line has moved 1.5 in the other direction. So everything there says Oklahoma. Everything.
Yeah, I think that'll change as the day goes on.
Well, you plan on plunking about $15 million to move this?
It's not looking good currently. It's not looking good currently what I'm seeing, but we'll see.
You're talking about two big money teams.
I don't know if Cade Cunningham could shoot 40 plus again. Isn't that what he scored last time?
Something 40? Like that. But what they'll do is, generally in those spots, what they say is, we're going to make somebody else beat us. We're not going to let this guy beat us. That's the Bill Belichick. That's the Bill Belichick. What's that?
A lot of people will be thinking, the Sooners are going to bounce back and win because they lost the first one in a tight game. And
there's nothing wrong with being a fan in these tough games. There's nothing wrong with it. There's going to be tomorrow's schedule is off the chain. It is for Tuesday. It is ridiculous. I'm going to be in the studio all day today. So if anyone needs me, know where to find me because I got so many games to cover. It's like a Saturday. I think what happened is all the cancellations and stuff, they have to squeeze them in this week because conference tournaments are next week. So they have to get them all in. So Baylor, West Virginia, is tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time start. We got.
It's too bad you can't get a computer-generated Mitch.
Alabama, Auburn. We got Texas Tech, TCU, Texas, Iowa State, Illinois, Michigan is tomorrow, Indiana, Michigan State, Duke, Georgia Tech, Wisconsin, Purdue, Kentucky, Ole Miss. That's what I could do the Rod.
That's about it, too. Illinois and Michigan? Whew, I'm excited to bring it home.
No, Michigan's going to house them tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a great schedule. LSU, Vandy. Keep them coming. UCF, Tulsa. All day, man. Bowling Green, Miami of Ohio is a good game. Akron, Buffalo to get things started. It's kind of like March Madness, right? Well, it is March Madness. I think Wednesday is more of the same. Clemson, Syracuse, UConn, Seton Hall, Florida, Missouri, Louisville, Virginia Tech, Minnesota, Penn State, Texas A&M back on the ice against Mississippi State, Villanova, Creighton. Yeah, these are meaningful games at a meaningful time of year. Oregon, UCLA. Oof. All right, let's get to the NHL. It's not the same without Chris, I will admit that. Florida, Carolina, Ottawa, Calgary. Oh, Brian, did we do today's packages? We did them already. Right?
Yep, we did them. The Monday night money shot, my favorite Monday plays.
We will have the YouTube premium show. It's just going to be us. That's the way this is going to work. I guess we'll have guests. And maybe I'll do a consensus pick as well on the YouTube premium. A consensus pick as well. So,
God, it's still crazy. I mean, $30 for a month.
No, it's crazy. It's for one person, $30 a month is ridiculous. You know, for one capper, 30 is ridiculous. Anyways, Florida against Carolina, Ottawa against Calgary, Winnipeg against Vancouver, and the Ducks and the. Oh, well, let's just do those three because all the other ones are all late, man. Yeah, it is not for the East Coaster tonight in the NHL, huh?
No, it's all West Coast games.
It's East Coast hell in the NHL. Watch these things go to overtime to the shootout. When I used to write the games up, when I lived back in Chicago, you know, and I was starting everything, and I used to write all the games myself, and I would do Major League Baseball, and it'd be like the Dodgers and the Padres play like 78 times a season, right? And it's like it went to extra innings like every single time. Like Jimmy Fallon used to be the late show after Jay Leno, right? And it was like Jay Leno, then it was Jimmy Fallon, and then there was a show after that. That's how late I would be up writing my articles, waiting for the games to be over. But I could see that in the NHL tonight with Panthers, Carolina, Calgary, Ottawa, and Winnipeg, Vancouver. Brian, any of these three?
Yeah, I'm going to take a flyer with the Florida Panthers here. They lost to Carolina in a real tight game in Game 1. I think they can take Game 2. And then I'm not going to lay 150 on the road with the Calgary Flames. The Senators won the first game of this 3-game set, and then Flames took Game 2. I think the Senators have a puncher's chance here, so I'm going to take the plus money with Ottawa.
I was originally on the drive-through. I was the co-host with Tony T, and it's too much for me. I don't have the time to do it. I wish I did. And then we had Joe D and Dana with Tony. Then we had Chris with Tony. Now it's going to be Tony. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. We'll figure it out. It's up to Tony at this point because I'm obviously shitty at it. I'm obviously not good at it. Didn't mean to say the S word. I'm bad at it.
For me in these first 3 games, we're going to go Carolina and the Panthers. We're going to take that one to go to overtime. I think these two teams are so tight and close that it's going to take extra time to decide a winner. So I'm going to take tie at the end of regulation in that one. And I'm going to take Calgary. Calgary rolled Ottawa last game. They're going to come back in and just roll it again. Give me Calgary on the puck line as they usually win that one 2 goals. And I'm going to stick with the Jets. Jets at home, 8-3, the number. I bet the Canucks are 3-8 on the road. Until the Canucks show me something. That defense has just been awful. I'll lay that small juice with the Jets at home here in that one.
Okay. Got, I really don't know about these, but I would just take all the dogs. I don't like that Ottawa too much. So. Of these, wow, these are really bad ones. I would maybe take. I think the Panthers of these three would be my pick. Puck line. Just for the poor odds.
That's an Iceman special.
For no other reason but the poor odds. Got Anaheim Ducks against the St. Louis Blues. That's a tough one. Edmonton against Toronto. Another tough one. Wow, these are tough ones. Vegas against Smudges. And we got the Avalanche against the Sharks. I don't know. These are tough games, right? These are very tough. I guess these are ones you got to just go for the value. I think the Smudges look good against Vegas. Puck line.
It's definitely going to be a 1-goal game. Let's put it that way. So that's solid. Solid 1-goal game.
I'll tell you what, out of those group of games, I really like the Wild getting that plus money. They've won 6 straight hockey games, and this is the team they need to beat in the conference, in the division. So I could easily see them taking out Vegas tonight. I like the Ducks plus 125. This team's lost a bunch in a row, but it seems like, to me, the biggest fillet of fish on the board is the St. Louis Blues on the road. And then I'll take the Edmonton Oilers at home. The one I like the least, but I think they need a good statement win against Toronto. They lost the first game. I think they can take this second game here. Oilers here at plus 100.
For me in those games, time slot, I like the Blues. This Ducks team's just, their offense just can't score. They're 3-5-2 on the number. At home this year, Blues 7-2 on the road. I'll take the Blues on the puck line. Get some of that juice on that one. And I'm going to take the Leafs. This Leafs team's just rolling. The Leafs are 7-1 the last 8 on the road, and they are 21-8 their last against Edmonton. Leafs just own Edmonton. Give me the Leafs on the puck line in that one. And I like the Smudges in Vegas to go under the number. We had a hard-hitting beat the snot out of each other in that one. Give me the under 5.5 in that one. And I'm going to take a shot with the Sharks here against Colorado as a big dog. Colorado seems to win one, lose one, win one, lose one this year. So they won last time. I think they lose this one. Sharks come to play. Give me the curse of the West Coast swing, as they call it. Give me the Sharks in that one.
I like those Smudges. I just think, I don't know. Just seems like a logical play here, especially plus the 1.5. How crappy is the payoff going to be on that, Rod?
Minus 250.
Plus 1.5.
Yeah. How much money can I possibly lay to win just $100?
Minus 205.
Ooh.
So.
I might have to put that one in as a premium.
You could pull what some of the other guys do a -1 or a +1 instead of the full.
Oh, play not to lose? Yeah, that's my style. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Baseball. Take the Yankees -1.
If people knew the risks that I took in my life outside of this, they would know I'm not a -1 guy. I am not. I just am not that type of person. I am the leap of faith, man, person. All right, brings us into the parlay section of the show. Rod, lead us off.
Let's start. I got to call it college hoops. We're going to go New Orleans, the Privateers, minus the points. Prairie View, minus the points. And the Cougars, plus the points. Hockey, I'm going to give you a puck line parlay. We're going to go Calgary, the Blues, the Leafs, all on the puck line. parlay that out.
All right, so Rod just gave out 2 parlays. I love the people that comment, these guys are just trying to suck you in to buy the premium, which is ridiculous anyway, right? Now Rod gives a second parlay. We clearly said a parlay, not 2.
Oh.
You're giving out too much value, Rod.
Too much.
Okay.
Rod, it's a scam. You gave out 2 free parlays. It's a scam. This is the other one I love. Your free picks are a scam. You're scamming everyone. Yes, by giving out 4,000 free picks a month. It is a scam. What we'll do is we'll spend a couple $1,000,000 of our own money on that. It's like, yes, it's a scam. It's like, where is the scam? If it is, I haven't been the beneficiary of it, unfortunately. I said this to Ron before, and so did Brian. I gave him my own words of advice. I said he should drop out of college and become a full-time sports bettor. I'm kind of
I think Ron could be big. He could be a big.
I think he will be big. I think a guy like that, and I've had this discussion with him, and I'm open with everybody. I've had this discussion with him, and I said, when you get out of college, you're going to have a difficult choice because you're going to get job offers based upon your major and your performance in college, but it's not going to pay as much as what you make doing this. So you're going to have difficult decisions to make, and that is the truth. That is the truth.
Yeah, I could see him as a co-host with Tony T.
I could see him having his own show. I could see
he's
him
clean cut. He has a good, well-spoken.
He's
very smart.
great. I could see him doing my videos.
Yep.
I could see him doing the videos. I could see a lot of different things. I could see him having his own show. Screw Tony T.
I wouldn't mind a computer-generated Mitch. Like the old Pepsi commercials with that
Sorry, Tony.
image that would come up.
You had a good run. It's Ron Romanelli's drive-through. New name. New show. No, just kidding. Just kidding. We love Tony. Tony's great, man. He's really good. Tony has been doing this longer than me. He used to have that one where he was the first one to green screen. He was the first one to get sponsored videos on YouTube, Monster Energy drink and all that other stuff. He had Rockstar Energy, and he's been doing this for a long time.
Very nice guy.
Yep, really good guy.
He's not mean to me like some people.
No. He also doesn't pay the bills. What do you got, Brian?
My parlay. I'm going to go with the Indiana Pacers plus the points, the Pelicans plus the points, and Chicago Bulls plus the points.
Rutgers, Syracuse, and Oklahoma for me. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Those of you that are premium members, we'll be posting that video up in just a few moments. So we will see you then. Thanks, everyone, for supporting us. Thanks for everyone who gave us the thumbs up. And, of course, we're going to try and act more professional tomorrow. Have a great day.